All right, we live. All right, Shalom. This is GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another live lesson. As always, we give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh.
Hawat Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elders, apostles, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right. And
the elders, apostles, peace and blessings and salutations.
All right. This here, it's supposed to be an open forum, but more or less, this is going to definitely be a lesson on mercy, man. All right, because even as we approach these last days, we got to learn to have more and more mercies for each other. You talk to brothers, talk to different brothers, or you might actually been in the midst of brothers, having a disagreement and things of that nature. You start to see more and more or less sometimes brothers don't have mercy for each other, man. Sometimes Jake, or even in past experience, Jake always run around sometimes with this hard Conan spirit, but off with your head, man. You gotta understand what you're dealing with here. When you're dealing with, or you having the handling with a man of the Lord, you gotta have mercy too, man, with each other, man. That's a must, right? Because as we approach these last days, you're gonna hope that Yahweh Shai has mercy with you, all right, for your past sins and your current sins of this life, man. All right. You're gonna want to have hope that Yahweh Shai also spares your life, man. So the same thing has to be done with a brother in a matter that's disagreed on, man. All right, or whatever type of event that comes up. I want to start off with that James 2:13.
Khan. This is James chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment.
One more time,
Khan. James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath shewed no mercy.
That goes for us, man. We gonna have judgment without mercy if we don't show no mercy, man. The same mercy that you apply to a brother in a matter of a disagreement or whatever comes down is the same thing that you're gonna be judged on, man. And I know for sure that I need mercy, man. Because we all have problems, man. We all have things, issues, you know what I'm saying? We all got issues that could be possibly pointed out, man, about each other, about you. You can even point out things about your damn self, man. So how much more a brother? But when brothers have, stumblings and falls, man, and sometimes some of them, I'm gonna say this, man. Sometimes I wrestle with it because even when a brother has is in a particular position where you be like, nah, he did this, he did that, nah, man. But then you start to look at the brother and have compassion, man, because we learned these things from the elder apostles, all right, elders, and ultimately we learn from Yahweh Shai and also our different ancestors in the scriptures, man, how they had mercy in different matters, man. That would lead you to have compassion on a brother, all right. And like I say, if we steer closer and closer to these last days, man, mercy is a must, man. We have to have mercy, bro. No, read it. What you about to say something?
Now I got a count just going into mercy, dealing with mercy. There's a few precepts, but
all right, go ahead and run it real fast.
All right, good.
I get some water.
And this was the ultimate mercy. This is 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1 from the top. And Yahweh sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. it did eat of his own meat and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. And there came a traveler unto a rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the welfare man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was come to him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as Yahweh liveth, the man that had done this thing shall surely die. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus said Yahweh, our power of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. Right. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and Judah. And if it had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus said Yahweh, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house. I will take thy wives before thine eyes and give them into thy neighbors, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of the sun. For thou did it secretly, but I will do this thing before Israel and before the sun. So the point, I kind of went way past it, but the point was where David's anger was kindled, and Nathan said that David was the one, which mercy fell on David. What you got to do, Art?
Right. And shalom to you brothers in the comment board. Shalom to the Jim S. Shapaya. He had a good one real fast.
Yeah.
Which was it was Matthew 5:7. And it says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's what it's all about, man. You know, having mercy and patience and long suffering with each other, man, because ultimately the Lord had it with us. Because when you had hey man, when it comes to going off, man, the nation of Israel sits right there in the dictionary of going off, man. And the Lord had mercy with us. All right. Ultimately, the Lord had mercy, so much mercy with us that, man, give me Esther 9:13. It's gonna tell you, man. Esther in the Bible. Ezra in the Bible, 9:13.
This is Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. And after all that has come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespass, seeing that thou, our power, hast punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and hast given us such deliverance as this.
Right. And that's mercy, man, because we ultimately, the Lord is supposed to just totally destroy us, man, as a nation. All right. Because of how we went off, man, going after other gods after he have, shown us all these mercies, shown us all these different wonders. All right. Built us up so high as a great nation, and we still went off to serve these other gods, man. And ultimately, we deserve that, but he still give us salvation and deliverance in the end, man. We gonna still get the kingdom. So that's just that alone. If the Lord can do that for us, man, how much more? Why we can't do that for our brother, man? Why is it when we have because men gonna get into it, man. That's just something that's gonna happen, when men get into it. So when we get into it with our brother, why is it that a brother can, and I didn't see this happen time and time again, why is it that a man can sit up here and repair a relationship with a woman that he's with in 3.5 seconds? He can repair that at all costs. But when it comes to a brother that's been in the truth with him, laboring for years after year after year, month after month, that why is it that particular disagreement has to go on and on and on, has to drag on, grudging and beefing and no mercy, no patience, no long suffering, not hearing each other out. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right about that, man. You know, the Lord meant what He said by 70 times 7, man. You know, and it could be plenty of things that you can get into with your brother about, man. All right. It could be plenty of things. A lot of time it be because you ain't listening, man. You misunderstanding what a brother's saying to you. All right. You misunderstanding what the camp is telling you. All right. You want to hear it your way, have it your way. It could be over money. And a lot of times it's not even about money and shit. It be about the principle of things too, man. You know, y'all brothers want to say anything about it? Because I know you brothers might have something.
Yeah, I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, just to back up what that Esdras 9 and what you were saying, Elder. Hey, we deserve mercy from Yahushua for our sins in the past life and in this life. We can't even save ourselves. So what business do we have if we have a disagreement with a brother and the brother comes to us asking for forgiveness, to not give him forgiveness, to turn a hard neck and a stiff upper lip to him? And Yahushua went into it in parables all throughout the scriptures. This is Matthew chapter 18. I'm going to start at 23. And this is in red letter, so it's Yahushua speaking. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven. Well, actually, I'll just read 21 because it goes into that 7 times 7. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Yahushua saith unto him, I say not unto thee, until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt. Verse 28. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence, and he laid hands on him and took him by the throat.
Yeah, go ahead.
And took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, but went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done. Then his Lord, after all that he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt because thou desirest me. Shouldest not thou also have compassion on thy fellow servant?
Right.
Even as
And that's how the Lord will feel with you, man. I had mercy on you. When you was out there in the world committing adultery, you was doing your thing. All right. You was pretty boy Rick just out here doing your thing, man. I had mercy on you. I brought you into the word. Even in the word, you went off and did this and did that. When you did that, because we do things that's offensive to the Lord, even when we don't know we doing it, man. You know, we go off, man. Even when we don't know we going off sometimes, man. Because we're in this flesh and we're in this kingdom. And the Lord has mercy on us. The Lord is the intercession between us and the Most High. He's talked to the Most High for us. So the Lord still has mercy on us, but yet we don't have mercy on each other, though, man. That's where the problem comes and lies at. Go ahead.
verse 33, shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? And his Lord was wroth, and delivered him to the tormentors, till he should pay all that was due unto him. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses.
Yeah, man, you gotta learn to forgive brothers, man, and get over that shit, man. Stop grudging, man. You know, and that goes for every last one of us, man. You gotta let that shit go, man. Whatever it may be, money, All right, disagreements on a lot of times it be small, stupid shit, man. That brothers be warring over, man, and flexing over. It's too late in the game for that shit, man. All right, you got these Edomites out here fighting each other on the grounds of the state capitol, man. You know, our kingdom is at hand, man. Let that shit go, bro. And if anything that it is that's owed to you, a camera, a fucking sign, money, whatever, let the Lord pay you back for that shit, man. Don't even worry about it, man. Let the Lord pay you back for it. You know? But have mercy on your brother, man. Let that shit go. You know, have compassion, patience with a brother sometimes. Sometimes a brother, you know, be young in the spirit, man. He don't get it. He don't understand the gravity of what he's doing or what he's saying or the promises that he be making. You gotta have patience on a man, bro. We had to go back to that Colossians 3:12, right? Or we never brought it up.
Yeah, we never brought it up.
Yeah, we never brought it out. I got one real fast too to get it out the way. This supposed to go with that Ezra 9, but this is Jeremiah 3:1. It says this they said, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? ? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot, talking about Israel, all right, with many lovers. Yet return again to me, said the Lord. And that's a form of mercy, because we went off as a woman and went and played the harlot with many nations, but yet the Lord asked us to return unto him, man. He took us back in, man. He had mercy and compassion on us. So how much more when that comes into play with the body, with the brethren, man? Because I like I say, I'm talking about from past experiences, also from other little small things I done seen how men deal with each other, man. It's sometimes it be an off with your head mentality, man, and it shouldn't be that way amongst brothers, man. All right. Some of you guys have a self-centered attitude that it's all about you. Me, I. That's all you hear come out of Jake's mouth, man. But never taking things or never taking the understanding of how that man's thinking. Let me look at his angle of how his argument is. You get ahead of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not listening. You're actually listening to reply, but not listening to actually comprehend what a brother is telling you in an argument. You know what I'm saying? That it shouldn't be that way, man. You shouldn't be so explosive and emotional when men talking to you, man. All right? You should be more or less level-headed with a brother, man. And the shit got to stop, man. Have mercy, King. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, because judgment and mercy pretty much run hand in hand. It's a weightier matter in the law concerning our law. All right, this Sirach 29:8. It says, "Yet have thou patience with a man in poor estate, and delay not to show him mercy. Help the poor for the commandment's sake, and turn him not away because of his poverty." Which
hey, Rodney, get that Matthew 23:23 for the brother. That goes with that.
Right, because it says have patience, which means the what? To long suffer with the man. All right, and long suffering through judgment. All right, shows you mercy towards a brother. Mercy is love. All right, it's love in the box blocked in, man. All right, it's a way of showing love. It's the fulfillment of the law. All right, which is love. You got to do it.
Hey, get that 23:23 for the brother. Let him run it out.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 23, verse 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith.
Yeah.
These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone.
Mm-hmm.
You got it out.
Well, yeah, like you were saying, because by those being weightier matters of the law, Jacob overlook it, man. All right, I just did a video on not omitting the weightier matters of the law, because You're supposed to do these things expeditiously, like my man T.I. said, man. They're supposed to be at the forefront. Because all the small things, Denzel Washington got a video coming out saying all the little, I think the name of it is The Little Things. All right, which these things are looked at or viewed as little, all right, but have a big impact on your growth and progress in the truth, man. Even, you know, I learned from the elder brother that's on the this live with us, and we always talk about mercy. I always tell him, like, man, I just gotta have mercy with no exclamation point. I mean, with nothing else behind it. Just, man, I just gotta have mercy. All right, not a real reason why or this or that. Just knowing I gotta have mercy in this thing because it's gonna be required of me, man. I'm gonna need it one day. You know, one day the Spirit gonna kick my ass, and I'm gonna need that mercy. You gotta do it.
Yeah, because a lot of time as young men in the word, you just starting off second, third, fourth, fifth year. You're real raw in the spirit, man.
Come.
You real super raw. All right, you kind of like when you actually watch a fire. You ever been working around fire? You know, there's two types of fire. That's the orange fire, and there's a blue flame. The blue flame is actually raw. It's real hot. It's the hottest form of fire, and it's raw. That's how our brother comes in the word. He's real raw. So he's not gonna look at things for compassion. He's not gonna look at things in a way of handling it with gentle and care, man. He's gonna be real raw for his judgment sometimes, and you can't be like that with brothers, man. You gotta learn to over time deal with men and have compassion on men, man. Have patience with them, you know, and give a brother the benefit of the doubt. All right, and receiving what a man is telling you, because sometimes a brother can tell you something, and you know, demons get involved, and you don't want to believe. You think the brother lying, you think the brother is not telling you the truth, but you got to give it time and patience, man. You got to also give it unto the Lord. If the man is not telling you the truth, he's lying, he's being false in any type of way, the Lord's going to handle that guy, man. All right? But ultimately, you got to have mercy, man. You know, that seems like a hard thing to do for a lot of brothers out there, man. Jake can tell you something with his mouth, or I forgive you, or I love you. You know, I know about them cats that talk about how much they love you all the time, man. But Jake don't love you, man. All right, give me let's go back to that Colossians 3:12.
This Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. It says, put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness,
bowels of mercy. Go ahead.
Kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering.
Read that one again. Read that verse again. That had to, like my man Big said, that would have to marinate, man. Let that marinate, bro.
Yeah, this says, put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering.
That's a mouthful. These are the things that will have to come into play, all right, when it comes to the dealings with each other, man. Especially you brothers that in hopes of being the elect, man. You have to deal this way. You have to truly do this, man. All right, you have to truly do these things. This ain't just an act. This is a lifestyle. You have to really live this thing and live by these principles, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
A long suffering in the online etymology is bearing wrongs without retaliating.
Read that again.
Long suffering in the online etymology is bearing wrongs without retaliating.
Right, because I'm gonna say this. I done been around the track a couple of times. I done seen men retaliate, man. Revenge, grudge, still hold shit over your head, man. They tell you with their mouths, we come to a truce, a handshake, but then hold a black cloud over you. Revenge themselves, man. Also, they get to the point of teaching men, men that's under them to do the same, man. You don't supposed to go that way, man. All right, that shit off, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says 13, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as the Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye.
Yeah, forget that man, bro. Let that shit go. Let that shit go, man. Even if you suffer, because the scripture talks about suffering wrongfully sometimes too, man. Even if you suffer wrongfully, man, let the Lord handle it. Because it's been plenty of positions I've been in. I've been in the type window where I can't really say too much of nothing. I have to let the Lord defend me. And guess what? In due time, in the process of time, the Lord defends me, man. Or have defended me. I have seen the Lord defend other men. All right? To where he's shown they was right. They ain't have to argue their point. They ain't have to keep, nitpicking and saying, this man wrong. Oh, he lied to me. He did this, he did that. He's not right, X, Y, Z. Let the Lord show who's right or who's wrong, man. You just keep doing the work with your head down, man, and pushing. All right? Can't put too much energy into this shit, man. With quarrels with men. All right? You just gotta have a thick skin and a big ass chin and keep on going in this thing, man. Not too many things supposed to get your attention, man. If you like this, it's an old saying. If you keep throwing a rock at every dog that pass, man, you'll never get home. Every dog that bark at you, you keep throwing a rock at them, you'll never get home, man. Go ahead.
It says, and above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfection, perfectness.
Right.
Perfectness. Which charity and long suffering, those things, bowels of mercies, comes in a complete. It makes a complete bond. That's why it says, which is the bond of perfectness. All right, the completion of it. It says, and let the peace of Yahweh rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. That's it.
Right. And have compassion on each other. Make sure when you and the man talk, man, that y'all come to agreement, that you understand what he's saying and he's fully understanding what you're saying, man. You know, and not being tied up in emotions, man. You got something to say, Raya?
I just had a precept. All
right, go ahead with your precept.
It's from Kabar on the comment boards. Shalom, Akyal Bashim Yashai Barakatah. This is Zechariah chapter 7. I'm gonna start at 9. Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and shew mercy and compassions every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart.
God, man. That's plain. Yeah. That's plain right there.
I got mercy in the dictionary.com. And I got a precept too after that.
Yeah, get that because I was just thinking about that. The mercy is right. Dictionary.
Come on. This mercy in dictionary.com. And I'm gonna read all of them for the sake of mercy, man. Because they all of them are good. This is one that says compassionate or kindly forbearance shown towards an offender, an enemy, or other person in one's power. Compassion, pity, or benevolence. That's why when the scriptures say love thy enemy, you know, if he asks you for water or for drink, that's having mercy on your brother. That's talking about your brother. That's not talking about another nation, man. All right.
Because you're gonna, if you haven't experienced it yet, sometime in his word, I'm just giving it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that that doesn't be said. Sometime in his word, a man under the same banner of you, with you, like you say you under GMS. Sometimes y'all don't see eye to eye, and to get to the point where y'all like quote unquote enemies, man. You gonna have enemies in this thing, you know. You gonna have brothers that sometimes they just don't like you, man. Spirits on them, you know, whatever, man. It just happens. Hold on. Go ahead, Doc.
All right. This is Sirach 19:8. It says, whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, and if thou kennest without offense, reveal them not. Because that's part of also knowing your place, man. This says whether friend or foe, man. All right. Knowing the mercies towards a person. Hey, mercy come by the way of respect too. It's synonymous with respect. Having respect for a person will also have you to have that lenientship of being lenient toward the person, man. Being lenient is merciful, man. All right. That's knowing your boundaries, your limitations, knowing how far to go with a man, man. All right. These are all indications of mercy.
Hey, could I back you up real quick?
You got it.
As it said in that Sirach, whether friend or foe, what did Yahushua say? Hey, how much more powerful is it, roughly paraphrasing, to love those that hate you? Because what is it to love those that love you? Even the publicans love those that treat them right. As it said, whether friend or foe, you're gonna have brothers that you vibe with in the truth, and y'all really don't have too many problems. Then, as the elder brother was saying, you'll have brothers that'll have spirits on them that are against you. Hey, don't give in to the demons that they have. Just shew them mercy and pray and hope that they get better. As it also says, hey, by you shewing them mercy and kindness, it'll only cast coals upon their heads and not yours.
That's right. This back,
and I was gonna get that. It's funny you said that. I was gonna get that. Putting them hot. You gotta continue to put hot coals over their head, and that hot coals go into actually like that worldly saying, killing them with kindness, man. That's what those coals are. You're doing kind acts in hopes to turning his ways from looking at you evil, man, or doing to you evil, man. You know, it is what it is, man. It happens, it happens, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, number 2, compassion, pity, or benevolent. The disposition to be compassionate or forbearing. The discretionary power of a judge to pardon someone or to mitigate punishment, especially to send to prison rather to invoke the death penalty. An act of kindness, compassion, or favor. Something that gives evidence of divine favor, a blessing. So to give blessings out of mercy. Yep.
Yeah, man. And sometimes, you be in that position, man. You gotta before you act to bang that gavel against your brother, think about mercies, man. Giving the man the pass, man. Dealing with him, because a lot of times you could be in a position of wanting to act, and if you sit there and give that man a couple of more days, a couple of more weeks, you'll see over a length of time he truly comes out of whatever spirit he has on, man. He becomes even more of a great brother, and he also recognized that you gave him mercy, man. That you could have did this, but you didn't do it, man. Like I say, knowing what's coming down the pipe, man, I want the Lord to have mercy on me, man.
God.
Well, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely need it.
There's I got a precept back because it's through our mercy. That's and a man have mercy by the way he judge matters, man. All right, because when you look into it, how mercy is given by how you judge the matter. All right, seeing that it may have not been a brother's fault. All right, that we all entitled to mistakes, that we all fall short of the glory. All right, that we all sin, we all offend. All right, we all what? We all we all offend.
Yeah,
trust me, we offend unknowingly.
Yeah.
And to the Lord and to brothers. Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of you know, brothers that's behind the screen, a lot of the brothers that's on the screen, you know, we all can think of a con where you pretty much rub the brother the wrong way, man. You ruffle somebody's feathers, man. Whether that's in the truth or in life, man. You done it before. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You know, you definitely done that. You know. But the thing is, it's also about, you know, when you do offend, it also, you know, coming to the realization that you did it, and actually, you know, speaking about it, man, talking about what you've done, your mistake, man, and truly being sorrowful for him, man. Let me see what this says.
Yeah, you show your way of gratitude by it as well. This kill with kindness, and I'm gonna bring the precept out. It says to cause discomfort to someone by treating him or her in a way that is extremely kind or helpful instead of returning the insult. You might try killing her with kindness, which the point is the discomfort to someone by treating him or her in a way that is extremely kind instead of insulting them in a way. And then they will have nothing but, they'll be like, man, you know, I didn't even know how to come back towards this guy because he treated me in such a good way, you know, in a way that was, the gesture was so kind and affectionate to where a person who was of anger or, you know, had hostility on him, he had no ways of being hostile, man. That's why it says a soft word turn away wrath, man. Even with your brother. All right. If you talk to your brother the right way, it'll turn away anger inside of him, man. Because because the scriptures say be angry, but sin not. So brothers get angry, brothers get pissed off, brothers get hot, warm with brothers. All right. But guess what? That brother know above all that he can't what? Offend according to the law. He know the law, and that comes by the way of using judgment, sound discretion and judgment. This Romans 2:1. It says, therefore, thou art inexcusable, Salaki. Therefore, thou art inexcusable. And I'm going to get that word, inexcusable. If you could get that word for me right there, Ryan. It says, oh man, whosoever thou art that judges, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. For thou that judgest doest the same things. All right. And we can judge in the scriptures. So what is Paul talking about right here? Saying that thou that judges, for wherein thou judges another. All right, which goes into your brother, dealing with mercy. The way you judge upon what? Giving him or taking away mercy from him. It says, therefore, thou art inexcusable. Get that word inexcusable, right?
Hey, I want you to do something too, Ryan. When you get a chance, I want you to go to Romans 12:20 and read it. And then I need you to go into the dictionaries on the blue letter. Go down to
I got that.
All right. Go to the Divine's dictionary of the New Testament words and get that word codes. This is basically what you said, not Raya, but Kaya. Basically killing them with kindness, you know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta do a brother that, man. You know, we see brothers sometimes have spirits on them. We see sometimes brothers be going through shit, stressed out, you know, going through shit, and sometimes brothers lash out, man. You got sometimes, man be breaking down, man. Like you see sometimes brothers be going through shit at the house, going through shit at work, and then sometimes, you know, brothers carry that into the camp, and then he don't mean, you know. I look at a man's. I try to also look at a man's heart, man, to the point. Sometimes a brother might lash out. You know what I mean? He's not lashing out at you. You know, he means well. He's being sincere. It just the hell he catching, man. You gotta have mercy on the brother sometimes. You can't take it personal. You know, you gotta have a thick skin in this thing, man. But whatever you got,
yeah, go ahead with the inexcusable.
Hey, it also says, gird up your loins like a man.
That's right.
but this is Strong's G379.
Strong's G379. Anapologitos. Anapologitos.
Anapologitas. And in the outline of biblical usage, it says, without defense or excuse, that which cannot be defended, inexcusable.
Right. So you without defense. All right. If you judge another and thou condemnest thyself, man. It says, but we are sure that the judgment of Yahweh is according to truth against them which commit such things, man. And thinkest thou this, O man, that judges them which do such things, and does the same, that thou shalt escape the judgment of the Most High? Because going into James 2:13, he say, ye shall be judged without mercy that have shown no mercy.
Right.
You see? So if you judging according to truth and you commit these such things, then you do as the same, you shall escape. You ain't gonna escape the judgment of the Most High either, man. You see? Which that judgment gonna come full circle, like the elder said, which it walks down good into what I'm about to get on that code, that heap of code. It says, or despisest thou the riches of his goodness and forbearance and long suffering from the Most High, knowing that the goodness of Yahweh leadeth thee to repentance, man. You see? So the good judging in a way that the Lord set us up to judge matters and be merciful towards one another. Be as merciful as you can. That's all I can say. I mean, it shouldn't be a measuring stick with mercy, but which is but the Lord gonna give all the answers. I mean, far as dealing with mercy. Whatever judgment come down on a brother, let a brother look at it as mercy because it coming of the Lord. Whether mercy have to come around later. Sometimes actions have to be shown to a person for him to see his mercy later. His mercy might not be right then and there, which was actually mercy, but the brother took it as, it's this harsh judgment. But your mercy came back around 60 days later, 6 months later after a suspension, or this or that. That's when your mercy had to kick in. But that's when you was awarded your mercy, man. As David was awarded his mercy after committing adultery, all right, by not getting put to death. Even though all those other things happened to him, the Lord didn't put him to death. You see?
Right.
But this is Romans 12:20. It says, therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Right. Now let's go into go to coals under the dictionaries and go all the way down to the Vines dictionary, and go to that word coals.
Wait.
And let's see what it says.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go.
This is under a dictionary aids of Vine's expository dictionary of New Testament words for coals. A burning coal, anthracite, is used in the plural in Romans 12 verse 20, metaphorically in a proverbial expression, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head, from Proverbs 25 verse 22, signifying retribution by kindness, i.e., that by conferring a favor on your enemy, you recall the wrong he has done to you, so that he repents with pain of heart.
That's it, man.
No.
Con.
That's it, man. And sometimes that has to be displayed to a brother, man, in hopes that he change his outlook of you in the event that you have had with him changes, man. We have to have mercy. If we're gonna receive salvation, man, and get past Babylon, we have to have mercy for each other, man. There's no way, no how we get in them chairs and still having these stony hearts, man. These hearts got to be turned into flesh, and mercy has to be involved with that, man. When it comes in the dealings with each other, you still having an outlook on a brother from 10 years ago. Your way of mind of thinking about him is still stereotype. You still think of him and being that past guy. That man has grown in the process of time. All right, because that's another lesson I have. All right, the growth. You know, you as a man of the Lord should always have the understanding that that you growing, man, and having the belief that you're growing in the process of time. You know, 6 months you look back at yourself, you should see a different you. All right, a different mindset, a different outlook on things, man. These are the tools that we need in order to get the hell up out of here, man. Period. All right. You got something to say,
Yeah.
Ryan?
Oh no.
Oh, go ahead.
Look, this mercy in the online etymology, it says Yahweh's forgiveness of his creatures' offenses.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Whew. So if the Lord, all right, the forgiveness of his creatures' offenses, which chiefly is his what? His creatures that he created to be near and dear to himself, which is the what? The Israelites, which are remnant according to the grace, gonna get that that mercy above mercy. All right. If the Lord forgiveness for his creature offenses, how much should we be in a forgiveness state or having mercy towards brothers? For what if one of those brothers is of the elect and you forgot to have mercy on them? That ain't gonna pan out well, man. So that's why he say, be aware how we have entertained angels unaware, meaning show mercy towards them, gave them food, drink, water. All right, but the chief thing is what? Mercy, man. Because those angels could have been part of the elect number, man, or those men. Oh, that's why he said, if it be at all possible, live peaceably with all men. Have mercy on every, of course, you know how far your mercy should go. It's gonna always be a measuring stick or a drawing line with whom they have mercy towards. All right, but those that you're supposed to have mercy towards, be mindful that this man can be part of the elect men. But you got it.
Because I can speak through experience. You know, a couple of men that taught me mercy, because I used to be real raw in the spirit, real, at one time, you being young, you being real judgmental. But brothers that I could name, the brothers that taught me, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Gabor, Elder Ramlab, Elder Rakah, on up. The elder brother from Baton Rouge, Kazakia, Elder Yashawamba. These are men, I've seen them dealings, they're getting the short end of the stick of certain things, and they're even dealt with the mercy with certain men. All right? And I've seen how, talking and dealing with them on the phone in different matters, and in the process of time, they taught me how to have more mercy. And it's been times where I've been in the camp with these brothers in past situations with past guys that we once had amongst us, and them brothers can't understand why I would have mercy on them cats, man. But it was taught to me, you know what I'm saying? I was, in a position of seeing other men deal in like manner, all right? And certain events where you ain't no way this guy supposed to get it, but it was offered to him, And once you get that, the person that's on the other end of getting that mercy, you got to do something with it, man. You have to do something with it. You can't just sit there and act like it ain't given to you. You got to do something with it too, man. You gotta want to change the things that put you in that position too. But like I said, with those men, all right, it definitely, because we always bouncing, lessons off each other, And like I said before, even when I was in Atlanta, one thing about a great leader or a great teacher, even when he's not teaching, he's teaching. All right, he's teaching in the form of action, where it can help another man, that can bounce off him, it helps another man learn a lesson. All right, and like the lesson tonight is on mercy, man. It hopes that you young brothers out there that has them fiery spirits, you zealous, you got to learn to calm down, man. You can't be warring and banging with your brother and always conking heads with your brothers, but not having mercy on them, man. You know, think that shit over, man. Give each other time and cool off, man, and then resume to having talks like men and understanding each other and calming down. All right, listening to each other, say what they gotta say, man, and saying what you have to say, using the correct language, man, in the correct tone too, man. Don't be out here disrespecting each other, man. I'm just saying that this is just general, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just speaking in the past tense with different things that I have experienced, you know. Y'all brothers got anything?
I got this.
I got one too.
Yeah, let them roll, man.
This Psalms 112:5. You got it, Yakin. I will bring a word out in there. It says, "A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion."
Yeah, he will guide his affairs with discretion, man. And then we all have to do that. Guide our affairs with discretion, man. Doing things in the manner, you know, that we all can look at it. Is no possible way fault can be found in the things that we do and the things that we say, man. Mention sure I always bring it out with these brothers that our anastrophe, meaning your behavior it all meets, you know, it all meets up, man. There's no fault that can be found in nothing that we do or nothing we can say, especially when in dealing with a brother, you know. Because we all need that olive branch, man. We all need that hand of mercy bestowed to us, man. You know, now like I said, I've been wrestling with this one for a while, but like I said, through the spirit, it came out tonight. But you know, and this is going into past things I've been seeing in the past couple of months, the past year. All right, even ultimately in the past couple of years, I've seen guys the way they deal with each other just be off, man. No mercy. It's just off with your head type of shit, man. That should be off, bro. No outlook, no vision on a solution. Nowhere in sight, man. But you can just point the finger all day. You can pout and be mad all day, but no solution in sight. All right? In the fixing the damn thing, man. That shit off, man. But we hold this mighty title on the block of being men of the Lord, but inwardly, behind closed doors, we can't fix it, that damn thing, man. That shit off, man. You know, and I don't give a damn what position or what title you so-called want to hold, man. You should want to fix those problems with your brother. I understand this ain't the Jackson 5. You know, men gonna butt heads, man, but we should ever get to a point where we can also talk these things out, man. We ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to be enemies, but we damn sure got to get along, man. You know, for the sake of this. This is what it's all about.
For real.
This is what it's all about at the end of the day. All right, and making sure you get me on the chairs and I get you on the chairs. All right, that's what it's all about, man. At the end of the day, you know, we can fuss and hoop and holler and bang heads all day. What's up with the mercy? What's up with us getting this salvation, man? All right? Because at the end of the damn day, Esau is the motherfucking enemy. And I said it that way, all right? Esau is the motherfucking enemy, man. Not your brother. Y'all got it, man.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger than us. What movie that was on? It's bigger than me, B. It's bigger. It was on one of the movies. I you might know. Can't remember it. I know it was like, look, it's bigger than us. But this is the word favor.
Hanan.
It says to be gracious. This is about to say the key word of the video right here, man. To be gracious, to show favor, to pity.
Yeah, you gotta have pity on the man, bro.
Mercy. Yeah, pity is mercy.
Like I said, sometimes it gets so bad. I have been put in a position many times where I have to call and get counsel for the shit, bro. Like maybe I'm being too nice, man.
Yeah.
Just maybe I'm being too nice on this one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: sometimes a man feels like that. Like sometimes you may feel that, you know, you've been taken for a sucker. And if so, the Lord gonna deal with it, man. Sometimes you make you overcall a judgment, and just say you make a call that technically wasn't right, but the Lord gonna make it right in the long run with you and that man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you put too much mercy, the Lord gonna have to where that guy is presented to him. He's gonna fumble it, man. It's gonna be shown that, you know, at the end of the day, that hand was still dealt to him, man. He can't say a damn thing about it, you know, because the hand of mercy was dealt to him. But like I said, you gotta offer to give it too.
It says to bend. This is a strong definition. To bend or stoop in kindness to an inferior.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's plain.
You got it right.
Con. Hey, as it says in Proverbs, a brother is born in adversity. And what is adversity? Trying times, a hard situation to go through. So as the elder brother was saying, hey, you're gonna bump heads with other brothers. You and a other brother may not see eye to eye. Y'all may not even like each other. But at the end of the day, you're still brothers in this truth. Esau's still the enemy, and our objective is to feed the flock, feed each other, and get each other on those chariots. And really, when you can't understand to show mercy, the importance of showing mercy to your brothers, that just goes to show you don't understand the scriptures. You may know all these precepts and bring them out, but if you don't know the importance of mercy, you don't understand the scriptures. As it says in I think it's 1 Corinthians 13.
13.
Hey, go get
If
it.
I-
Go get it.
Yep.
Go get it.
Con.
13 and 2. Right at the top. 13 and 2. Yep.
This is
Start at one. Start at one.
Con. This is 1 Corinthians 13, verse 1. Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries, hey, you know all these precepts, you know all these breakdowns, you've got that image of the super Israelite on the camera, and all knowledge. And though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king.
Hey, charity goes into mercy, being in a charitable spirit towards your brothers. When y'all get in a situation to where y'all don't see eye to eye, or you feel the brother's wronged you, you got to be the bigger man. You got to gird up your loins like a man to show that brother charity. So you heap those coals on his head and hope that he gets himself right, and know in the eyes of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai that you were sincere and charitable and shewed mercy to the brothers. Because in this parable I'm about to go into, you'll see that showing charity to a brother is tantamount to showing charity and mercy to Yahushai. So when you think about it like that, you got to look at every brother like Yahushai. So whatever you do in a negative way, consider it as doing it negatively to Yahushai. And also, the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So we don't know who we are in the reincarnation. So you could be dealing with a brother who could be Abraham, Samuel, etc., like a nigger out here. And how should that weigh on your spirit? But this is Matthew chapter 25. I'm gonna start at 35. For I was and this is Yahushua speaking. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. A point blank period. Hey, it speaks for itself. Doing kindness to the least of the brothers to the greatest of the brothers is doing it to Yahushai. And you got to think about it like that. Look at every brother like Yahushai. And like I said earlier, we don't know who we are in the reincarnation. So you could be treating a I don't want to say it in the sense that other brothers are lesser than other brothers, but you could be talking to Abraham all crazy and treating him like a dirtbag out here just because you're in your feelings. You're acting emotional. You didn't gird up your loins like a man. But this is what Yahushua has to say to those that are in their feelings and don't want to show mercy or charity, that didn't put off that old niggardly man. Verse 41, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in, naked, and ye clothed me not, sick and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
Right, man. Yeah, and that's pretty much to the point. Like you say, you got to look at every brother or every situation, every matter with a brother in the sense, should I apply mercy first in this matter, man? What is it that needs to be applied to in a matter when it comes to the brother? Is it more patience? Is it more long suffering, kindness, hearing the brother out? Something has to be applied, and then whatever problem, you got to go into every controversial matter with sometimes with a brother that, in a sense, I have to apply a solution. I just can't let a problem hang out there or point the finger all day. All right, a solution has to be come to, and when you agree to that solution, you play it out, man. Because because, all right, like Paul and Barnabas, excuse me, just because you get into it with a man doesn't mean it's over and done with. You gotta put that out there too, because just because you get into it with a brother today doesn't mean a year from now, a month from now, or down the line that there's some hope, that y'all rekindle, that thing, man, that relationship that y'all had. All right, but it's got to be wanted too, man. All right.
I won't get that brother. Ariya got two on the comment board and they fire, bro.
All right, run them. You can bring them out.
Right, come. This is from the brother GMS Breath of Life. Ariya, Shalom, Maki Abashim Shabakata. This is Luke 6 and this is Luke 6:36. It says, Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. He got another one here. That's plain, all right? And Yahweh has been merciful towards us with, all right, for the past, present, and future, all right? Because we have sinned in our former lives, in our lives today, in our lives moving forward, we still gonna be sinners, man. So as Yahweh has to have mercy on us, all right, with a godly sorrow, then that's all the mercy is a godly sorrow for his remnant of grace, which is the election, have a godly sorrow, meaning they're what? They're forgiven before they commit anything, all right? But this is Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Because the ones that are subjugated to give grace out and mercy, they need to find grace and help in time of need as well. So we go to the grace looking for mercy as we have given mercy out. How you go ask the Lord for mercy when you haven't shown no mercy to nobody? How you gonna pray to him for it? Well, you be like, Kaya, you ain't show nobody no mercy. But though yet you seek mercy. This is the last one, which is one of my favorite ones. Micah 6:8. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth Yahweh required of thee,
Right.
but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy power. You got it out.
Yeah, man. And that's what we have to do, man. Coming into these last seconds of times, man. All right. These are the things that we have to do and hold fast to doing it with each other each and every day, man. All right. That was it. That was it with y'all brothers.
I
Yeah,
got
that was
one.
it. Hey, I got a shirt on that say killing our own ain't gangster.
Right.
Which is goes into mercy. And we kill our brothers, which this is just a saying in the world, but we kill our brothers by not showing them mercy, and the results inflict on debt upon ourselves for not being merciful towards them. You see, we're killing them, and killing your brothers, killing yourself, which is Yahweh Shah. All right, but you got it out.
You got it out.
Khan, this is Matthew chapter 7, verse 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So yeah, if you on some hard cold nine shit with your brother all day long, off with your head, guess what the Lord gonna do to you, man? In due time.
Yeah.
Off with your head, man. Hard cold nine shit to you. You know, not being merciful to you, man. Because it's the time. The time is here. It's no more talking about it's coming up. It's here, man. You can see it. You seeing what's coming down the pipe, man. And like I say, you know, this just me speaking as a man. Don't hold that over, you know, nobody's head or even my head. But this looks like this the year. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, it is, man. You gonna need that mercy, man. So start practicing that thing, man. Start looking for a better outcome. All right, in the body, man. All right. So with that, man, I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Hope this was edifying. All right, and to the elect, shalom, and to the sincere out there, shalom to you, and to the comment boys, shalom to you brothers and sisters out there that tune in, man. All right, until next time, shalom, all praises once again to Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Double honor to the elders, apostle, peace and blessings, salutations. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.